The paper quality is really bad. I think I should buy after some time. It looks beautiful from the outside, but the paper quality is horrible. So what I'm gonna do is I'll be just drawing something, so possibly leaf. Okay. And I'll just take this, I'll wash it off the excess color. Washed the excess color. What I'm gonna do now is I'll just take some, I don't know, the reddish, so I'll just reddish line here. I'm imagining it to be a leaf. Doesn't have to be perfect, just something to draw by. And what else? I'll just wash the excess color from the brush. So that is done. Now what can we do? I don't know what we can do. We can make some green bark. We already have some leaves. Now I only want to use primary colors. So I'll not be using the green. I'll be looking at the chart. So how do we make the green? There's so many, but I just have the basic diagram with me, which was a horrible attempt to make the primary color. So green was here. Blue and yellow makes green. Blue and yellow makes green. So we have blue and yellow. So blue and yellow makes green. So that's why I don't want to use other colors. I don't want to be dependent on you having green. I want to have primary colors. I want to be able to create the green. So I will have, okay, a leaf, green leaf, very bold, very, lots of color in one leaf. Fine. Definitely we don't have to have many leaves, can have some leaves. Okay. And again, it's just the beginning, and I assume art doesn't have to be perfect. Just can be something to bring peace to the mind. Fine. I think one more leaf can be made here. I don't want to occupy the entire yellow with green. I want to keep some outlet, one open area for the yellow leaves. The shape expected. Fine. Let it be, some errors can be accepted. Wash the excess color from other part also. Hopefully everything is out. Leave the brush here. Again, I want some lines here. And let's have something common in them. If I try a red here, so green and red, I don't know what they will do. Green and red. I don't have a green and red in this diagram, at least. So what I'll do, I'll just, about having a blue, or about, I think, let's just try it. That's a red line, doesn't look very nice. How about blue? Does blue look nice? It doesn't look very nice. But it does give a sense of depth here. So I'll just be going with that to have a sense of depth in the leaf. It just appears to be of the same color, but somewhat slightly darker. Okay, done. So our leaves are done. I'll just wash the excess color. Fine. I hope that is done. It's my cold drink. I'll just have a sip of it. Okay. Oh, somewhat tiring as well. A white color. How about a white? I don't know. How about a black? I don't know. Again, I just wanted to I want to use only these three, but I assume sometimes we may have to use the black and white to cover edges, to give shadings, etc. How about I do use a black, but okay, I'll still refrain from it for a while. Now, how about I just have something blue, entirely blue? I already have blue, I don't want to waste any color. I'm seeing some color left out in the brush. I'll just try to... It is blue, so I guess not much if an issue. So I just want some bluish color. Maybe a sense of water around. So like that. I don't know if that is sufficient or I want more. So what about I have something more? Okay, so I'll just... Should I just use the entire color or should I add some water? I guess these are watercolors, so some water can be accepted. Or I'll just keep that as a choice at least. So I just kept some water and some part I just kept. And just some... Okay, that's very dark. But it flows very smoothly. Wow. When it is very thin, then it's just making the paper wet. And like I'm fearing it might tear apart. The paper is also very thin. But this bluish just gives a texture, nice texture. Whoa, see. Nice. Still add some water. Nice. So layers, like layers. I'll try to make an ocean. Okay, so that I think that is done. But for making an ocean, I still would want white. Again, as I said, I don't want to use any other color. Maybe I could use white and make it far better. Already the background is white. And if I just take a pinch of water, can I make it flow? Yes, I can make it flow. Okay, nice. Done. Now that seems very odd, like this is entirely white, this is entirely blue. So maybe I just have either some color spread about, like if I do like this, have some water sprinkle around. Or maybe if I have some like this, some color. Or if I have something is missing from the painting. Maybe a sun, but that is too common, like that's just a traditional photograph. I just have paint a reddish one, a sky, maybe a skyish, about What about this? Okay. Now again, I want some water to spread it around. Which is very horrible. I know it's very horrible. But I would say it's good also in a way. Now I don't like that the bluish is flowing out of the same brush. I'm using the same brush. I guess I did not just wash off the entire color. As you can see, some bluish is also coming out of it. So just try to just get out of it and take the reddish portion. Okay. How does it look? I don't know how it looks. How about I make it more thick and have more color? If I just have a reddish, more red, without any water, maybe very small amount of water. How about that? How about that? I don't know how it looks. You be the judge. Does it look good? Maybe the red is engulfing everything. Maybe that can be a theme. Maybe the red is engulfing the leaves. That can be something. So we need more red. Okay, so let's try it. Okay. Oh, I did not want to cover the entire leaf, but it is going, so I'll just let it be. Okay, ooh, nice. The leaves are almost covered. So, but let's the theme go. The engulfing, the red is engulfing everything. I think painters are a way of making paintings about anything they feel like, given that it's abstract and it's also the way you see it. But I think that's the beauty of painting. It makes you think things, and each person can think different things. And that's the beauty of painting. When you look at it, you end up thinking something, you end up going somewhere in your mind, in your ideas, in your thoughts. That's a very, very powerful thing about paintings. Okay, nice. So I guess I want more. Some more red I would require. I just first will save this much painting, the recording, otherwise I don't know if it just gets cut or not. So I'll just save it, then start again. Okay, so continuing from the painting. I think it appears much warmer and nicer compared to the initial when I was using very less color. It's very nice now. I like it personally. I don't know how you would feel about it, but it's far better than the previous one. So I just try to cover this with more red. So this something that is not very small water amount. This. Okay, so this is this. What can be the theme? This is water, this is fire, and some elements are coming out, so some bluish and some yellowish, so it's something different coming out from maybe this is something the world is forcing us to be. It's possibly a hell, or possibly the evil, or maybe just the social construct that's making us behave in a particular manner. But maybe that's a goodness that's arising, and the goodness is in some place, and it's just arising out at different points, making us a better person. But there are some aberrations also. Maybe not everything is just red and blue. Something are yellow. And maybe you have to look at it a different perspective. Now, that's just one opinion. There can be so many things about it. But the question is, do I color more or not? First, I'll just remove the color from here, the reddish. And just removing it. Now, every time I need at least a fresh water, because no matter how much I remove the color, all the colors, if they are used up, all the colors, if they have washed something, they do contain something in them which needs to be washed. So I need a fresh water to wash the color, otherwise it will contain a pigment in itself. Okay, so wow, so much of pigment. So I'm assuming I've removed a lot. I would not be able to remove everything, I guess. So I'll just have to accept some level of color here. And now the question arises: does this look beautiful? I don't know. You tell me. Okay. And what else can I make? I just had the primary chart. Any other color I can use? So orange, violet, and green. So blue, yellow I've used, and blue, yellow, red I've used, the primary colors. I made green. Maybe at places I can use the violet, but I just don't want to make anything else, because I guess I'll just be ruining it now if I do more. So I'll just stop here. I guess I'll just stop here. I'm tempted to make something more, but I'm afraid I'll ruin it. Now again, there's a balance between the two, and I guess I just would stop in the favor of the second one. So I'll just stop. Okay, thank you guys for watching. If somebody has watched it, so take care. It was nice that we spent some time together. We built a painting. We made a painting. And depends on people. Some people will say it's nice. Some people will not say it's nice. So I think it's to each one their own. But I guess I can just frame it somewhere because I like it. And yeah, if you want, you can try something to paint, to play some music, or just to do what you feel like doing. Now, I'm doing it so I just don't end up wasting time on useless thing. I assume art is something that does give a sense of peace to your soul and to your mind. And such things can be other things as well, like travel, like reading, like dance, like singing, like being with animals, being with people, anything that doesn't feel like a waste of time. Okay, I'll be turning back. That was me. It was really nice talking to you guys. Right, so that's the painting, the first painting. I don't know how the rest of the paintings would look like, and I don't know if I would still end up painting more or not. But thank you so much. Take care and see you. Take care.